Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. He is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Hawkeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Washington's offense will go to work first. And here is the tough, sure-handed Desmond Roebuck. Last time out, more than 150 yards and a couple of trips to the end zone.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Williams fires to the wideout. It's caught. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeps it himself. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Touchdown, Husky! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawkeyes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the maestro of this offense. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On the return, he was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Throwing, Williams. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Williams looking for a man. They'll run the screen. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
From the gun, the ground game.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Williams. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. On the move is the 30. Into the secondary. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacked on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Williams to throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Williams will pass. They're all over him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Handoff from Alton. Got enough for the first down. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Moulton. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to Washington. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Williams. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Under pressure. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Trying to run, it's Moulton. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Williams. Fires left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Out wide right, it's Danzy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quick.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rolls right. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's got the tight end. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Washington sends out the punt team. Trying to make one miss. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. It's complete on the right side. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Look out! And down he goes. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Unloads it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Huskies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Sells the run, looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here's a give to Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They were all over it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On third down, here's Malton. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Williams. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Williams from the gun on third down. Soft spot in the middle. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. After 45 on his way. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams looking for a man. Moves to his right. Right side, it's Lawson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back's got it on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. Caught! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Defense all over him. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Nestles it in at the 35. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Booster! Go!
He'll try to get it through the air. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll knock it. But he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Escapes the pressure going right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Straight ahead, it's Carr. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down, because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Hawkeyes sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And he's taking it back, and just like that, this game has turned around with a defensive touchdown.
We thought it was over. It's back, baby.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And he's coming up, and the ball is loose on the return. Oh, the unthinkable has happened for this offense. They're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the D.
And, man, this thing looked like it was going the other way. How about this fourth quarter, man? What a swing of momentum. You throw up the goose egg, putting multiple touchdown drives together and taking the lead. What an exciting fourth quarter.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the move. He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He's got the first down. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Fires on the move. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column